It's time for our first keynote of the day. Please welcome to the stage Geoffroy Lefebvre, CEO of Zooplus. Geoffroy will be interviewed by partner and co-head of the Consumer International Practice for True Search, Lindsay Truman.
Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome to Shop Talk Day 3. It's so great to see many of you in the audience today. I'm here with Geoffroy.
Hi, Lindsay.
And hi, we are going to have a very exciting 20 minutes discussing beyond the transactional, unlocking growth with customer-centric innovation. So look, we want to get straight in. And I'm going to start by asking you, Geoffroy, a question about yourself, actually, and your own personal motivations. So what were your motivations for joining the pet care sector, moving from luxury, and how do they relate to your vision for innovation and growth at Zooplus?
So first of all, I didn't join an industry, I joined an adventure. Zooplus is a very exciting entrepreneurial project. It's the European leader in its category, online pet supplies. It's in a growing sector, so it's a growth story, and it's backed by two very serious blue-chip private equities. So that was part of the excitement to join this adventure. I also happen to be, I always say first, a father of four, but a pet parent of three. I've 3 dogs. I grew up with animals pretty much all my life. I love this sector. Now I had a blast in luxury. I was incredibly lucky. I joined that industry initially because I was and I still am a mechanical watch nerd, and I had an amazing path at Richemont. I feel really blessed. Ultimately, moving into digital pre-COVID, and to lead the what was back then the largest e-commerce fashion luxury platform. Yoox Net-a-Porter. Voilà. Now, this industry is amazing. This turn of event is great.
So look, let's dive into Zooplus itself. And can you tell us what's Zooplus's overarching mission, and what are the future outcomes that you are hoping to achieve with the company as you lead it and go forward in the next 2-3 years?
Yes. We always like to start from our vision. And our vision is we believe in celebrating pet love every day. That's what this whole universe is about. The bond between the pet parent and their pet is really fundamentally based on unconditional love, which is given and returned. Now, at Zooplus, we're a bunch of passionate merchants, of passionate guys and girls, on a mission to build the ultimate pet destination online. And by this we mean the most convenient, the most trusted, the most loved place for pet parents to cater to their pets. Now, we're lucky to be the #1 in Europe. I hope it's not just luck, it's probably a bit of work as well. And we cater today to more than 11 million pet families. It's always difficult to count how many pets this is, but we think it's roughly around probably 20 million pets.
Right.
On the total population in Europe of 170 million, mostly cats and dogs. And we do so by striving to provide the best for our customers. And by the best, we mean, first of all, what we call the perfect match. So great assortment. You can find pretty much anything you want on Zooplus. Second, it's more for less. So it's about value for money. Amazing, great pricing, amazing promotions, amazing offers. And finally, it's the trusted choice. And the trusted choice is really through the relationships we have with our customers, in particular with our customer service, which is regularly awarded in customer surveys.
Can we dive a little bit more into the customer?
Yes.
Who is the Zooplus customer, and has that customer changed since you've taken over, and progressively, how do you think that customer may change?
So again, we have a pretty broad base of customers. So there's probably no need to go into demographics. I think one thing that distinguishes the Zooplus customer is they're very loyal to us. You know, they at some point trust us to help them cater to their favorite pet. We call them their number one.
Yeah.
And we strive, again, to do everything we can to honor that relationship, that bond, and to further build loyalty with our customers.
I know this audience really enjoys specifics, so if we could just unpick and go deeper into what are the 2 to 3 specific initiatives that Zooplus is spearheading to drive customer satisfaction, loyalty, and repeat purchases?
There are many. If I were to pick a few, I would say the first and maybe the most important one that we are really driving and pushing at the moment is subscription. The category itself really lends itself to a subscription model. And this is something that we've launched across the 30 European countries where we're active. We've launched this last November, and it's really picking up really well. And again, we do it à la Zooplus, which means we want to offer the best flexibility to our customers. So that means flexibility to, of course, set your delivery frequency, but flexibility to pause, to skip, to cancel, because that's important. You know, people don't want to get into a subscription mechanism in which they're locked in for life. And there's very exciting, future developments that we're working on. One that we call Follow Me. So, when you go on holiday, the system should at some point be smart enough to know that it delivers not at your home address, but at your holiday address. And other new features that are to come. So subscription is really one of the big focuses we have this year. A second one would be the app. And the app is really around customer centricity, personalization, many things you can do in the app you can't really do on other platforms, such as gamification, for instance. Since I joined, our app take rate has increased by 50%. So that's, again, a big focus that we're giving to place our customers in that ecosystem where we are able, much more than on the web or on mobile, to reinforce that bond, that relationship. And maybe one last one would be our own brands. We are predominantly a food business, and we've worked hard to provide our customers not with, the best of what is out there in terms of commercial brands, which are very important to us as well, but also a portfolio of our own brands that we've developed that really, embody the values of Zooplus, both in terms of quality and in terms of affordability. Voilà.
Very exciting. I'm very taken with this idea of being able to follow and pause a subscription rather than having the mountains of dog food come when you're on vacation outside the door. November, you will be launching a marketplace. And that's an exciting new development for you. It would be really helpful to understand what's planned and how will this help Zooplus unlock new retail media opportunities?
Yeah. So maybe before talking about the marketplace, I want to talk about data. We are a very data-rich company. Over 25 years of existence, we probably accumulate more than 500 million e-commerce transactions in our database. And looking at this data, we realize, I said it earlier, we're predominantly a food business, but we do realize the importance of accessories. And the accessories, they're a driver of new customers who predominantly discover Zooplus through accessories. They're a driver of AOV, so average order value, because people add things on top of a regular food order. And they're also a fantastic way to discover Zooplus, not just through the food assortment. Now, we are underexposed to the accessories category right now, which probably was a blessing in the post-COVID inflation time when the whole category went down double-digit. Now, we've used that time precisely to figure out, this is not going to last forever, so what are we going to do next? And the next logical step for us was the marketplace, to allow us to expand our assortment, to allow us to enter subcategories that are complicated for us to manage. Take fish tanks, for instance. I don't want to manage a glass supply chain. That's not my skill. And also to bring in brands, and food brands in particular, who are more comfortable, for whatever reason, to operate in 3P. So that's why we've launched these projects. Now it's a very big technology endeavor. We're a adult scale startup still. So a lot of our technology is still homegrown, and we've had to integrate third-party platforms. We've had to build an order management system, integrate the OMS. We've learned a lot through this. It's also a new way for us to do business. We've been a 1P business, so first-party business, for 25 years. We're discovering now the joys of seller acquisition, seller onboarding, seller engagement. Obviously, more and more data as well, because we anticipate to triple the number of SKUs that we have over the next 5 years. So those are all the new things that, as a company, we're going through with this marketplace project. Now, ultimately, we do this for our customers, because obviously we want them to continue to have the best possible shopping experience, the best discovery experience as well on Zooplus. And you were talking about retail media, so obviously this marketplace project unlocks the possibility to start retail media. Again, we have, because of our customer base, pretty big traffic on the Zooplus platform, and we want to give the possibility to our historical partners, so the 1P vendors, all the commercial brands that we sell on Zooplus, and to this new cohort of sellers that is going to come in to compete more effectively for them, for visibility on the platform, and to do this for us in a more automatic way. Voilà.
Really interesting, so good luck with that launch. AI has been a buzzword here at Shop Talk.
Yes.
In fact, it's a global buzzword at the moment, so it's highly relevant to all parts of our life. How is Zooplus approaching innovations in AI and data capabilities to transform its customer experience? If you could give us a specific example, that's always sort of very interesting to bring the case to light.
So I'll skip the trivialities about the importance of Gen AI, etc. Again, we're a big startup, so we of course want to embrace Gen AI. We recognize the potential, the opportunities, but we want to do this our way. We take a cautious approach. We take a step-by-step approach. It's a bit of a VC thing, you launch 10 things, the 2 are going to work, 8 are going to fail. And we look at it in a kind of matrix sort of way. What are the things that we can do in-house versus we need partners to do? And what are the projects that we want to do for productivity, efficiency, versus the projects we want to do for growth? Of course, naturally, and you start building up a small team of AI engineers, there's more ideas that come around productivity than on growth. And of course, I would love the opposite. But if I can take an example, there's one project that we've launched, which we've called Whiskers to Words. And let me explain what this is about. So we run a part of our site, which is called the Zooplus Magazine. And Zooplus Magazine is a very trusted, authoritative source of content, which we develop with specialists, with vets, with influencers on pets, around many topics, specific breeds, specific things to do at specific times of the year, nutrition, diseases. So we have this, on one side, this big pool of useful, trusted, certified information. And on the other side, we have 11 million customers, not all of which have filled in their pet profile, but many of them already. Now, we use Gen AI to match information that comes out of the pet profile with information that we have in those Zooplus Magazine articles to provide directly to the pet parent who connects on the platform content that is relevant to them based on their pet profile. And we do this because it's a better experience visiting Zooplus. it's an add-on. You're not just there to, buy your monthly food, which, by the way, now you get from subscription. So we need to continue to drive traffic to the platform. But it's also a driver of business, because those articles, of course, are then an invitation to discover new things on our platform.
Thank you. It's a really interesting case study and use case, which I'm sure is relevant for the audience. Let's move on to balancing growth with profitability. How is the business doing this, and what metrics, KPIs, are you using to monitor sustainable success?
So we are private equity owned, so you can guess that the primary metrics are financial. Of course, we always try to look beyond this. And there's two very important things in our business. First of all, I mentioned earlier, we're a loyalty business. We are a retention business. So what matters to us above anything else is how well are we able to retain our existing customers. And by existing customers, so again, we're a quote-unquote high-frequency e-commerce business. So it's customers that have 7+ transactions in the course of their life at Zooplus. So it's a combination of making sure that those customers don't churn and making sure that we gradually increase the frequency of our customers. And this then goes back to what I mentioned earlier around rolling out features like subscription, like the app. I didn't talk about our loyalty program. We've run a pretty successful loyalty program. We're probably plateauing at this stage, which means it's probably time to give it a facelift. But retention is really key in our business. And the second metric then, you have a big tank of customers. You want to get more effectiveness out of this. Of course, there's always a bit of leakage, so you need to fill the tank from time to time, and that's new customer acquisition. New customer acquisition, which then is an extremely competitive business. It's based on search, but not only. It's based on SEO, so the importance of the magazine. And we've seen by looking at other e-commerce businesses that you start becoming in trouble if you're not able to fuel the new customer pump. So we do give a lot of importance to this in a world of increasing customer acquisition costs. So the money that we pay to the Googles and the Metas of this world. So it's our job to find more creative ways, more attractive ways as well for people to join the platform.
I'd like to start to draw us to a close here and look forward, actually. What verticals is Zooplus considering for expansion, and how do these align with the core competencies? So where are you spending your time thinking about the future?
So maybe disappointedly, the future is going to be more of the present. Of course, we think about insurance, services. We've seen successful businesses like Rover in the US, which is everything around pet care, grooming, walking, etc. We could and we probably will do that at some point in time, but there is already so much to do in our current business, continuing to serve our customers, gaining market share, providing an ever better experience, that this is really what the teams are focused on at the moment. And again, driving our subscription business from pretty much zero back in November to big double digit in the next 5 years, running our marketplace, continuing to develop our app and everything else that we can do on our app. We've got a pretty full project pipeline right now.
And then we've covered a lot of it, but are there any things that we should expect from you in the next 12 to 18 months that we haven't touched on, or a final note you'd like to leave the audience with today?
No, look, the many people's pet peeves when you talk about e-commerce is, when are you guys going to go physical?
Right.
The answer is maybe not never, but not tomorrow morning. Again, because it's a business that we don't know, we don't really master. I hope to think we're pretty good at selling stuff online. Selling stuff on the street is very, very different. And we've created an amazing franchise based on our presence online, our value proposition, the trust that we've developed with customers who come to Zooplus, who stay with Zooplus, who by word of mouth bring other people to the platform, and that's what we're going to do. So over the next 12 to 18 months. So first of all, it's a big year for us. It's our 25th anniversary this year, so expect a lot of activity, campaigns, both for our customers and our employees. We never talk about them, but Zooplus would not exist without them. Maybe a bit of rebranding at some point. You know, our logo is probably not the most exciting thing you can see right now. And exciting features that we're going to develop on the platform, always at the service of our 11 and soon to be 12 million pet families.
Many of whom I'm sure are in the audience actually today as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Lindsay.
It's been a really interesting session. Really appreciate the time you've taken, and I hope that you as the audience have found it as insightful as I have. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.